Hey guys, welcome to another installment of our motorcycle build. I'm getting super excited now because the engine's about to come out. We've been working a lot last few times I was here, and the oil tank is off, the oil lines are off, all the fuel lines are off. We took care of the wiring harness on the engine side, and almost all of the engine mounts are out. So next step is to put the engine on our, hey Vic, on our, Victor's really tired, on our engine stand here, and hopefully rip the head off this thing and see what we're dealing with. So in the meantime, here's a gratuitous montage of what we've been doing recently, and I'll report back soon.
I fell in love with a woman, now she's lying in my bed. Well, I'm a little bit scared. I took a leap in the deep sea, don't know how to swim, and I feel I'll just make a wreck. And she said, oh, don't let me go. Took a deep breath, a good check of everything you need. Now we have the same keys. I tried my best to give you all, and I'm stuck behind four walls, and my heart is claustrophobic again. And she said, oh, 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 don't let me go. What I said and what I wrecked, you didn't leave my ship in pieces, never took your keys and left. I can't believe, when time goes by I realize that it was all my fault, that it was me that took it all away. So I said, oh, 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 don't let me go. I said, oh, 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 don't let me go.
Alright, so after all of that nonsense, trying to take the engine out of the frame, which is sitting on the side now, excuse this light. Yeah, it's pretty bare. We're going to take the back end off of it. I might buy some different suspension. We have to keep working at the console with the gauges and remove the rest of what remains of the wiring harness. Try to figure out what we're doing with that. Take the front end off, the brakes and everything else, which you cannot see. So as you saw, we got the valve cover off and we're starting to disassemble the valve train. We're following instructions from HackaweekTV off of YouTube. He's really good at reassembling stuff, and he's been working on a mid-70s CB engine. Actually, it's a complete motorcycle he was putting back together. And he was really good at having us. And I'm a novice at these things, so you have to be really careful of how you disassemble everything. We've taken the time to bag and tag everything, and even though it's a bit time consuming, make sure we know where everything goes, so that when we reassemble this, we know where everything goes. Because you have to watch out for, amongst other things, the wear pattern where the the rocker meets the lobes of the cam, and which bolts go where and whatever else. So we're disassembling one section, putting it in a bag, and so on and so on. So we're going to keep working on that. The end objective behind taking the valve train apart is that we want to take the head off so that I can check which, if any of the cylinders has an issue with rings touching, maybe from corrosion and whatever else. As I said before, the engine was seized because the bike had been left outside for years and years, and it won't turn over. So I'm hoping it's not a trans issue. I'm hoping it's not a bottom end issue. I'm hoping it's just that it needs a ring job, basically. So keep taking the valve train off, take the heads off, and see if one of the... my money's on cylinder number 2 because of the way the carbs looked on that side. So we'll see. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll report back soon. And this is my 84 next to Victor here. That's my Bailey there. Victor's chilling. How's it going? And I'll be doing a review on this pretty soon. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I'm just waiting for the proper time to do a proper edit on some footage that I already have. I wasn't going to film the result of this, but I wanted to show you. So cylinders 1, 2, 3, 4. Victor just took a whole bunch of shit that was like carbon buildup out of cylinder number 2. So I was correct. I thought it was cylinder number 2, and it is. We put a whole bunch of WD in this one, and I guess it just seeped into the crank, and this one still has. So we're going to put some of that fluid in here, sort of clean it up. And the head, upside down, is here, and that is the culprit cylinder. It's not rust or anything. It's not too bad. It's just carbon buildup. Victor, you think this thing has been running rich a lot?
I think that the root of MC squared... yeah, it's definitely been running rich because it's black, completely black, in the combustion chamber. The valves actually don't have a lot of carbon on them, but we don't know what the stem looks like behind the valve when you open and close.
There's some rust here on the studs. Then we're going to clean off and see if I need to buy a new stud kit. But we'll check it out.
But there's no real lip. There's no lip. Well, you know what? This one looks pretty bad, but we'll see. We might just do the Hackery and just do a drill bore. But there's no lip on the other cylinders. They don't look too bad.
That one has a bit of rust on it.
Rust is okay.
And then the fluid didn't seep into the crank like the other ones did. So maybe... So we're just going to do this. So that was just a quick impromptu. This is my phone. It isn't my proper camera. So we're just going to clean this up. And I'm going to keep going on this video a bit later when we're done. And before I leave tonight, hopefully, we get this turning over. Yay. Okay, so here's how we're going to leave it for this evening. Victor has rust remover, rust cleaner, or whatever this stuff is. So we put this in here, except for the number 2, which I think is the culprit. We kept the penetrant in there. It was dry though, and we had put a whole bunch of WD-40 in and the
Marvel mystery oil.
A little bit of Marvel. We didn't have that much, but in the spark plug holes. So. It's weird that these two still had fluid. This one, the farther one, number 1, was kind of wet, and then number 2 was completely dry. So I'm figuring maybe it all seeped into the crankcase. Maybe those are the ones that are rusted, but that one looked really bad. And there was the most carbon buildup on the associated valve portion of that head for number 2. So we're going to leave this for a few days. And Vic, you're just going to check it to see if it's dry or whatever?
Correct.
Yeah. So we will report back. I'm really excited. The head came off really well. No problems. No frustration. So yeah. Okay, so an hour and a half later, and nothing moved. Nothing at all, which is kind of okay. We're going to leave it there for 2 or 3 days and see later if anything is freed out and use maybe the crankshaft to try and turn it over. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's been a pretty hectic last couple of days working on it. We've spent, 5-6 hours on it total last couple times I was here. Yeah, and yeah, we will show you some more stuff soon, and hopefully the next video will include freed up pistons that we can turn. Yay! See you guys later.